Hello YouTube, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be showing you a tutorial on how to build a set piece of a wooden railway train layout. So what you got to start out with is that you got to start with a mat with a table and a mat to try and emulate the ground. Usually for this, people would use grass mats. Would use like grocery grass mats, but since I don't own any fake grocery turf grass mats, I'm just going with a green blanket right here. So now the next thing you want to do is get out some track. Here are some tracks right here. Now let's get on now let's get to assembling this. Alright, so let's start off with building the first section of track. Right here, I'll put that track up against the wall, and then I'll build the rest of the track. So kind of turn that around. And you could use like any type of Thomas merchandise track for this. You could use Wooden Railway or Trackmaster or Take and Play. Basically, any type of track system will work for like making a mini set. Right here, I got 4 tracks, 2 medium ones, and one large track. Now let's add the next track right there. There, it's going to the edge of the set. Alright, so we got the first section of track built, going across here. Now let's get the second section of track built. Alright, so for the second piece of track, there is the second track piece. There's another long piece. Here's another medium length track. And also, if you want to add like points or switches here, you most certainly can. Right here, I'm adding a switch as well. I'm also going to add a curved piece of track as well as a medium length track, as well as a buffer beam you can use right here to create like a little siding. Now let's build the next next tracks. Here you want to get one elongated piece of track as well as a shorter piece of track right there to create the edge of the set. And now let's build the third and final track. Alright, here is the tracks right here. And voila, you got a little track setup built. And for the extra tracks, you can use these extra tracks to like maybe create another siding or like a shunting yard, or just use them in case or just use them for basically whatever they need to be served as. Alright, now let's get these tracks off to the side, these extra tracks off to the side right here. And now let's get some engines on these tracks right here. Alrighty, I got some trains and some rolling stock out here. So now let's get them on the tracks. Right here we got Thomas on the layout. This actually looks pretty good. Now let's get some other engines on the layout. We also got Toby on the layout, as well as Percy on the layout. Here we got the Farquhar trio, Thomas, Percy, and Toby. I'm gonna get a piece of rolling stock for Percy real quick. Alright, I'm back, and I gave Percy a piece of rolling stock. I gave Percy a little slow coach. And now the Farquhar trio will have their coaches, and they're all ready to go. So let's give them a little test on this layout. Here's a picture of Henry, Gordon, and James all popping down the main line of their passenger trains. And finally, here is a photo of the Magic Railroad cast, minus Splatter and Dodge, since I don't have Splatter and Dodge Wood Railway. And that's the end of the video now. Bye.